Hi, my name is Benjamin Davidson. I'm an attorney at Brennan Harrison Reminger.
My name is Francesca Rehol, and I work as a solo practitioner.
My name is Frances Gillis, and I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator here at Safe Shelter.
My name is Jonathan Mayer. I'm practiced law for a number of years. I practiced law for almost 4 years in Michigan before coming to Savannah. One of the downsides of practicing law is that you have to be paid for your services. I thought it would be very refreshing to be in a place where I didn't have the expectation of being paid. And I could just help people, which is my primary reason for doing it.
I work on pro bono cases because I grew up poor and I know what it's like to struggle financially. So I know that a lot of people out there need help and they can't afford a good lawyer.
Personally, I just feel called, and I feel like it's an attorney's moral and ethical responsibility to help out those who are in need of legal services and representation but can't afford to do so and hire their own attorney.
It's important for attorneys to provide services to people with lower income because they need the help of skilled lawyers. And there's plenty of skilled lawyers out there, and they need to give some time. They just need to, because the need is great. Yes, on the one hand, you have to earn money with paying clients, but you have to balance it with people out there that need the help. They are out there.
There is a way to establish a balance between your work with your firm and working outside of your firm for free with pro bono services, Georgia Legal Services. And the best way I found to do that is just only take on the caseload that you think you can manage on this side. I try to take on 2 cases every month or 2 and something like that. And I've been able to manage that with a very full schedule of my regular practice.
You get to learn how court works, how filing paperwork works, just how to generally do things in different counties. If you do the volunteer work in different counties, and you get to find out how each of these counties' system is, because they're all different. But I think there are a lot of attorneys out there that have preconceived notions that could be dispelled if they just started volunteering. Take one case at a time.
I think we depend in this office to some extent, quite an extent actually, on the services of pro bono people that have agreed to contribute their services. I think in some small sense they get the same feeling I did of satisfaction in terms of helping people. It's really great, and it's something you're doing for the community and for the bar. I mean, you're enhancing the image of the lawyer, which too often needs to be enhanced these days.
The most satisfying or rewarding thing is how happy the clients are to have you, and how intrinsically satisfied you are after doing a good job for a client, and knowing that you did it out of the kindness of your heart.
These training sessions they do, like they did for landlord-tenant, they've done for protective orders. Those things really help, and the attorneys can start there by attending these. They don't cost any money for the attorney to attend, and they usually only take a half day, maybe less. They give written format with it so you can follow along. And I mean, right now they're doing everything Zoom, but it is still very helpful.
Safe Shelter is a nonprofit organization that assists women, children, and even men from abusive relationships. Some types of abuses, it can run from physical to financial, verbal, but the center of all those types of abuse is power and control. Safe Shelter Outreach is an extension to the shelter. So any event a survivor may not need a temporary protective order, but they're seeking shelter, we have that component as well. It's very important that they have legal representation for the next hearing, which is when the respondent of the matter will be present. And the attorney basically helps them understand what kind of evidence they need to prove during that hearing that this is there's a dire need for this protective order, and it's because of these incidences that have happened. That attorney can help them and kind of guide them on how they can use that throughout that process. Oftentimes they're calling us and they ask us questions that we are unable to answer because we're not an attorney. They actually are more confident throughout this process of obtaining temporary protective order with an attorney. I honestly think if they didn't have legal representation, they wouldn't go through the process. I would definitely say we need you. And I think the work that we do together, it makes this process not only easy for us, or I shouldn't say easy, it's simplified, and it helps our program participants, and they're safe.
I would recommend reaching out. And Sarah Anderson is my favorite contact for legal services, so I would reach out with her and just get involved. It's a great thing to do.
I really think it's a necessary part of the practice of law. Be able to just give of your time and of your services. I mean, we have all been benefited in one way or another by parents or other resources that have enabled us to go to law school, enabled us to become what we are. And I think we owe a debt to use those talents. It's just a good feeling to be able to think that you help somebody that could not otherwise have gotten the help and that needs the help. You know, pro bono means just for the good, and there are a lot of people that are hurting and have significant problems that really can be often easily resolved. So this has been a great place for that, and great people to work with and for, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Being just able to give without thinking of getting back from the plan.
Be nice, give up some of your time, and do the pro bono work. It is very rewarding in that you feel like you're helping someone. You're not just making money, you're actually helping someone. In every single case that I've handled for Georgia Legal Services, I feel like, it's a giant accomplishment. Because and most of these, the people that I help are grateful, thankful, and actually say thank you.